Hey folks, Kilt-Man here. Kilt-Man wearing the McGregor. Yes, the McGregor. Now sadly, at the time of this recording, Scotland lost against Ireland in the Rugby Six Nations. Oh my God. A nail-biting first half. Scotland could easily have come back, and they were dominant. They were super strong. But they made so many stupid little errors, handling errors. Irrelevant, because I'm afraid there's some sad news to report. Albert Finney, the great character actor Albert Finney, died yesterday, at time of recording, yesterday. And he was 82. Is it 82? I'm sure it was 82. Which is not even a grand old age, is it? Yeah, 82. That's not good then, is it really? Now, Albert Finney was a tremendous character actor. What you can hear behind you now is Tom Jones, the great 18th century romantic, comedy ballad that is Tom Jones, who loved every woman going. And he was great. He was young and good looking. I think the film was made in 1963, I think it was. Scored by John Addison, and it's tremendous. A lot of harpsichord going on here. But Albert Finney would go on to play in every genre going. He would be, do you remember the film The Dresser? And James Horner scored the movie, and they're at Euston Station, and and of course Albert Finney, who's the great stage actor, the train's about to leave, and he enunciates as they're coming down the stairs, "Stop that train!" And the train doth stop. He is just genius. In later years, he went into like the Bourne Ultimatum. He was the guy behind the whole. We created Jason Bourne. It's my program, and this could have been a whole new lease of life for him, really. But it didn't really work out that way. Excuse me. It didn't really work out that way. Don't know why. Maybe the winding down of, increasing age and ill health. I don't know. And of course, he was in the Bourne Legacy and Skyfall, and a lot of movies as well. Besides all this. But for me, hang on a second. I must lubricate my taste buds and my vocal cords. One of my favourite films of all time, is a horror film called Wolfen, based on a novel, a fantastic novel called The Wolfen, and I have discussed it. The score, James Horner scored it. Craig Safan did a score for it, which was rejected because of the longer cut of the film, which lasted for almost 4 hours. Was rejected, and they had to cut the film down. And in the end, his score, Craig Safan's score, did not fit the movie. So, James Horner was brought on board and created an iconic, tremendous score. I love this movie. I love the. Whitley Strieber wrote the book. Whitley Strieber is the guy that, he was abducted by aliens. Well, you can't disprove him. You can't say, "Oh no, he wasn't," because he's very, 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 very adamant about this thing. So, did all experiments on him and all sorts of things so. Wacky Whitley wrote this book, but back in the 70s, and that book got me through a severe bout of bronchitis when I was a kid, and I love that book. Who rereads books? Maybe you do. Maybe you have certain novels that you do return to. And I have reread that book so many times. But the film, directed by Michael Wadley, from Woodstock fame. So, hip, liberal credentials are just through the roof. And it's an awesome movie, an awesome film. One day, I will track down that full 4-hour cut. Somehow or other, by hook or by crook, I will find that, and I will get that film. But Albert Finney plays Detective Dewey Wilson. Dewey Wilson. He's got mental problems. He's alcoholic, and he's brought back onto this case where, sort of very esteemed notaries are slain by the Wolfen. The Wolfen are a super intelligent pack of wolves, the basis of the werewolf legend, and they have such tremendous talents at reading bad guts. Someone's got a cancer there. Well, we won't need that bit. We'll throw that bit aside. But they can read. They can track a cloud overhead. They can hear a heartbeat a million miles away. It's just so many great things about this movie. And Albert Finney, and it kind of plays against what anyone thought he could do. British actor, very, very British, very sort of stately, theatrical, and yet he played this salt in the earth detective, New York detective, who's alcoholic and dishevelled, and yet still finds all the pieces and plots it all together and creates the whole thing about the Wolfen. I can take these bastards down, and yet I don't want to, because I understand why they're doing what they're doing. And I love that movie. Love it. And he is just awesome in it. Of course, another great film, the Coen brothers, Miller's Crossing, where he plays Leo, the gangster, Irish gangster. And he goes up against the Italian mobsters as well. But you've got Gabriel Byrne is in there as his his most favoured guy, and it's all backstabbing. There's all lots of little subplots going on. Excuse me. Lots of little subplots going on, and there's the famous sequence, the Danny Boy sequence, where bad guys are coming to take out Leo, and he's there. He's in his bedroom, got a cigar, he's got his slippers on, and he sees smoke rising up through the floorboards. Well, that's not right, is it? So I'll get my Tommy gun, I'll slap in one of those circular magazines, and he takes out all the bad guys in it. And it's just brilliant. And he just has the cigar in his mouth the whole time. Dressing gown on, slippers on. And the guy is still a maestro with a Tommy gun. Just tremendous stuff. But if you listen to this, Tom Jones was a great little sort of introduction to what the talent that Albert Finney really was. Comedy, acerbic, values, great line delivery, utterly superb as a character, and you can invest any character with charm and worth and value and and humanity, and you would believe in this guy. We're getting to lose a lot of the great stars of movies. It's happening. Of course it's happening. Clint Eastwood is still going. He's just done The Mule, which is absolutely fantastic. Acts in it, directs it. Holy shit, what a film. You need to see The Mule. It's awesome. Based on a true story. But, so you've still got these guys, these stalwarts, but at some point, even Clint's gonna go. Now, I'll be honest, I did not expect Albert Finney to have gone. That was a bit of a shock to the system, that one. And, the other week we had Dick Miller going. I did a video on Dick Miller, the great cameo in a lot of genre movies, and you all know him, you all loved him. But Albert Finney is a league beyond that. He's a guy that can carry an entire movie. This is a guy who's the star. He's the film star. Sadly, in the last sort of, I don't know, 10 years, 15 years, he became the guy that you brought on to give a bit of grandeur to your movie you're making, like The Bourne Ultimatum. You brought him in there to try and give some stature, some gravitas to the film, because he made that character work. Arguably, the Bourne franchise had already run out of steam, really. I love it, don't get me wrong. The Bourne Identity, Bourne Supremacy are absolute fantastic class acts. Bourne Ultimatum, it didn't really hit the high notes for me. And of course, Jason Bourne was a pile of shit. It was. Don't tell me otherwise. It was crap. But the bringing in someone like Albert Finney does lend a huge amount of gravitas and power and just genuinely character status to a movie. Got to work, and he's gone. Let's just run down another. Oh my god! I mean, look at this. Corpse Bride, Big Fish. He's doing voices for these. Erin Brockovich, Julia Roberts. Come on now, he was awesome in that. Traffic, Simpatico. A lot of TV shows. Again, lending a lot of gravitas to it. The Dresser. Oh, this is so good. Wolfen. Looker. Remember Looker? Looker was a bit of a sci-fi sort of adventure movie where he's... it's a bit bad. They have all these models who are getting wiped out, and they have this sort of gun which will translocate you, in time and space, so you don't even see what's happening. You could be murdered while this thing's gone in your face. Looker. Not a good film. And yet, it's enjoyable because of Albert Finney's performance in it. Because he's the doctor behind all this. He's in The Duelist as well. Ridley Scott's The Duelist. Remember that? One of the best films for like genuine sword fighting. Even though one of those sword fights lasts about 3 seconds, because the duel is won. A thrust under the arm, got you. But it's genuine. It's real. It's there. The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes' smarter brother. Gumshoe, yeah. And of course, he was Ebenezer Scrooge in the 1970 version of Scrooge. Albert Finney, a great, tremendous English actor who could lend his voice and his vocal talents to anything, and he would become a Chicago mobster. He would become an Irish hoodlum. He would become, an 18th century sort of, what would you call him? A romantic, lead, shagging everything left, right, and centre. Also a New York detective. This guy could turn his hand to anything at all. So, I just want to pay my respects to the great talent that is Albert Finney, whilst quaffing more shitty lager. It is. Lager is cack, I tell you. It does nothing. There's no alcohol in there. Well, there's a little bit, but Jesus Christ. And it's blah, 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 blah. It's so bland, it's unreal. Albert Finney would be drinking whiskey. I have not. Although I have drunk plenty today. But it's a sad day. It's definitely a sad day. Albert Finney was one of the great stalwarts of British cinema. Well, just cinema in general. And it's a massive loss to Hollywood. Even though he was moving into like TV shows, but lending so much stature and gravitas to each and every role that he ever had. He would give, class to any performance, any filmic endeavour. This was a guy that actually had command and status and real genuine star power. Ah, it's a shame. He's gone now. So I would urge you all to check out some of the films that he's not that well known for, and I would definitely say Wolfen. Wolfen is the one, beyond any shadow of a doubt. Wolfen and Miller's Crossing are just genius movies, genius, and he, beyond any shadow of a doubt, it's his stature as a character actor which gives them so much impetus, so much power, so much character and colour. I'm missing him already. Now, as I say, this is Tom Jones playing here, and it's all very sprightly and wonderful and, tongue-in-cheek, breezy, bright, because that film is. So that's a good one to look back on as well. Tom Jones. Go and have a look at Tom Jones and just see Albert Finney at the height of his game when he was still young, Anyway, I've got more stuff coming later on today because I'm like that. So, folks, hey, take it easy. Be safe out there. Be safe. Have fun. Be individual. Keep it Celtic. Keep it Celtic. And come back soon now. You all here? I'm going to see you all. Ooh, ooh,